of this house. Should there be censorship on social media? I stand here strongly to speak against the notion that there should be no censorship on social media. Today, the gatekeepers of the most meaningful freedom of speech are the social media companies. But there have been scandal after scandal how these companies have abused their power by not actually serving we the people and serving their own corporate interests in a way that stifle our freedom of expression as well as threaten the democracy. But what here is noteworthy is that the First Amendment imposes clearly no restrictions on the social media applications. So Facebook and YouTube, Google and Twitter and all the social media applications are free to choose and pick who gets to speak, what they can speak, who does not get to speak, and what should not be said. And this is where censorship comes to play. Censorship limits not only the accessibility to information but also the freedom of expression. In a country where internet censorship is practiced, a single statement against a person in power would result into the issuance of arrest warrant. And in a country where the freedom of expression is restricted, people would be afraid of putting forward their expressions against the social evils, and thus the society will become an even worse place to live. In the name of blocking harmful content, the censorship companies and agencies are actually blocking the real information that empowers the local communities. Censorship clearly authorizes a single group of people or agencies to implement the internet censorship practices. But here comes on board a list of questions. Does these agencies follow morals while actually restricting information? Do the abusive government officials restrict these agencies from publishing their wrongdoings? Who takes the checks and balances on these agencies? The ruling government is actually taking to their advantage the censorship and block the website which pose a threat to them. Moreover, censorship converts a democracy into a dictatorship, or I would say it is the first step to transform a democracy into a dictatorship. An authoritarian form of government often shuts down social media sites. In fact, it is one of the hallmarks that the despotic regime clamped down free speech by throttling social media. Another reason why social media should not be censored is that it spurs dissent, and dissent spurs progress. Dissent is the lifeblood of any democracy, and this is the only reason that the non-performing governments are voted out now. Further, social media tremendously aids in rescue and rehabilitation during times of natural disaster. The national disaster management teams rely on social media for real-time updates and round-the-clock information. So clamping down on social media would result in the loss of nothing but lives. The basic feature of social media is spreading of information in a much easier and faster manner. And censorship clearly restricts information, that is, these restrictions actually blur the true spirit and nature of a social media. My opponents here have said that content creators create content that harness and that target a particular section of the society. But let me here clarify that no one is compelled to view a particular set of data. If you do not want to see any data, you can completely ignore it. It is completely up to your wish what you want to say and what you want to do. So, if you are feeling and content to be insulted in nature, you can simply ignore it and respect someone else's freedom of speech in favor of that expression. Moreover, I also agree that the content creator should keep in mind the various points while they create their content, that their actions and words do not harm a particular section of the society. What else evidence do you require to state that there should be no censorship on social media? Here I would like to put it to you that censorship reflects a society's lack of self-interest, and this is where an authoritative form of government takes place. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.